Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthimum, like Kevin Hanks.
I'll try and get the picture, okay?
This was made in 1991. The day she was born was the happiest day in her parents' lives. She's perfect, said her mother. Absolutely, said her father. And she was. She was absolutely perfect.
Just like you.
Her name must be everything she is, said her mother. Her name must be absolutely perfect, said her father. And it was. Chrysanthimum. Her parents named her Chrysanthimum.
Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthimum grew and grew and grew. And when she was old enough to appreciate it, Chrysanthimum loved her name. I love my name, she said. She loved the way it sounded when her mother woke her up. She loved the way it sounded when her father called her for dinner. And she loved the way it sounded when she whispered it to herself in the bathroom mirror. Chrysanthimum, Chrysanthimum, Chrysanthimum. Chrysanthimum loved the way her name looked when it was written with ink on an envelope. She loved the way it looked when it was written with icing on her birthday cake. She loved the way it looked when she wrote it herself with her fat orange crayon. Chrysanthimum, Chrysanthimum, Chrysanthimum. Chrysanthimum thought her name was absolutely perfect. And then she started school. On the first day, Chrysanthimum wore her sunniest dress and with her brightest smile. She ran all the way. Hooray, said Chrysanthimum. School! When Mrs. Cludd took a roll call, everyone giggled upon hearing Chrysanthimum's name. Dawn, Eve, Louise, Al, Les, Kay, Max, Sue, Bill, Pat, Tom, Sam, Ken, Joe, Rita, Victoria, Chrysanthimum. It's so long, said Joe. It scarcely fits on your name tag, said Rita, pointing. I'm named after my grandmother, said Victoria. You're named after a flower. Chrysanthimum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. The rest of the day was not much better. During that time, Chrysanthimum's name was spelled with 13 letters. That's exactly half as many letters are there in the entire alphabet, Victoria explained. Thank you for sharing that with us, Victoria, said Mrs. Cludd. Now, put your head down. If I had a name like yours, I'd change it, Victoria said. The students lined up to go home. Wish I could, thought Chrysanthimum mournfully. Welcome home, said Mother. Welcome home, said Father. School is no place for me, said Chrysanthimum. My name is too long. It scarcely fits in my name tag, and I'm named after a flower. Oh, fish, said Mother. Your name is beautiful, and precious, and priceless, and fascinating, and winsome, said her father. It's everything you are, said her mother. Absolutely perfect, said her father. Chrysanthimum felt much better after her favorite dinner, macaroni and cheese with ketchup.
The chickens.
Hey, the goats!
Oh, yeah. Those are cool.
Hey, that was Wendy's house.
Oh, it is Wendy's house?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's the church.
Oh, no, that's an old school.
Okay, now it's a church.
Okay.
And an evening filled with hugs and kisses and prosperity. That night, Chrysanthimum dreamed that her name was Jane.
Oh, you got a bobo.
Oh yeah! It was an extremely pleasant dream. The next morning, Chrysanthimum wore her most comfortable jumper. She walked to school as slowly as she could. She dragged her feet in the dirt and wrote Chrysanthimum? Chrysanthimum. She even looks like a flower, said Victoria, as Chrysanthimum entered the playground. Let's pick her, said Rita, pointing. Let's smell her, said Joe. Chrysanthimum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. The rest of the day was still not much better. During nap time, Victoria raised her hand and said, a chrysanthemum is a flower. It lives in a garden with worms and other dirty things. Thank you for sharing that with us, Victoria, said Mrs. Claude. Now, put your head down. I just cannot believe your name, Victoria said, as the students lined up to go home. Neither can I, thought Chrysanthemum miserably. Welcome home, said her mother. Welcome home, said her father. School is still no place for me, said Chrysanthemum. They said I looked like a flower. They pretended to pick me and smell me. Oh, fish, said her mother. We're just jealous. Inventive and grudging and destructive and joust, said her father. Who wouldn't be jealous of a name like yours, said her mother. After all, it is absolutely perfect, said her father. Chrysanthemum felt like a trifle better after her favorite dessert, chocolate cake with buttercream frosting, and another evening filled with hugs and kisses and processions. That night, Chrysanthemum dreamed that she was really a chrysanthemum. She sprouted leaves and petals, and Victoria picked her and plucked the leaves and petals one by one until there was nothing left but a scrawny stem. It was the worst nightmare of Chrysanthemum's life. Chrysanthemum wore her outfit with 7 pockets the next morning. She loaded the pockets with her most prized possessions and her good luck charms. Chrysanthemum took the longest routine possible to school. She stopped and stared at each and every flower. Chrysanthemum.
Hold on.
What?
Only in Connecticut.
What the heck is he doing?
Only in Connecticut.
Oh my gosh! Because it says detour this way.
Woo! Okay.
Chrysanthemum. The flowers seemed to stay. That morning, the students were introduced to Mrs. Twinkle, the new music teacher. Her voice was like something out of a dream.
Mrs. Twinkle?
Yeah, as was everything else about her. The students were speechless when she sang. They thought Mrs. Twinkle was a beautiful wonder. They went out of their way to make a nice impression. Mrs. Twinkle led the students in scales. Then she announced roles for the class musical. Victoria was chosen as the dainty fairy queen. Rita was chosen as the spiffy butterfly princess.
Not chosen.
Chosen? Okay.
Chosen
as the spiffy butterfly princess. Joe was chosen. It's hard to say. Chosen as the all-important pixie messenger.
I think the author's playing tricks with you.
And Chrysanthemum was chosen as a lovely daisy. Chrysanthemum's a daisy! Chrysanthemum's a daisy! Joe, Rita, and Victoria chanted, thinking it was very funny. Chrysanthemum wilted. She did not think her name was absolutely perfect. She thought it was absolutely dreadful. What's so funny? Asked Mrs. Twinkle. Chrysanthemum was the answer. Her name is so long, said Joe. scarcely fits on her name tag, said Rita, pointing. My name is after my grandmother, said Victoria, and she's named after a flower. My name is Long, said Mrs. Twinkle. It isn't, said Joe. My name would scarcely fit on my name tag, said Mrs. Twinkle. It would, said Rita. And, said Mrs. Twinkle, I'm named after a flower too. You are? Said Victoria. Yes, said Mrs. Twinkle. My name is Daisy. Daisy Twinkle. And if my baby is a girl, I'm considering Chrysanthimum as a name. And I think it would be absolutely perfect.
That was Mrs. Shinoy.
Oh, Chrysanthimum could scarcely believe her mouse ears. She was surprised. She blushed. She beamed. She bloomed. Chrysanthimum, Chrysanthimum, Chrysanthimum. Joe, Rita, and Victoria looked at Chrysanthimum warmly. You could call me Marigold, said Joe. I'm Carton, said Rita, pointing. My name is Lily of the Valley, said Victoria. Chrysanthimum did not think her name was absolutely perfect after her new music teacher. She knew it. This is apology. Overall, the class musical was a huge success. Chrysanthimum was absolutely perfect as a daisy. Victoria made the only mistake. She completely forgot her lines as the dainty fairy queen. Chrysanthimum thought it was kind of funny, and she giggled through the entire dance of the flowers. And eventually, Mrs. Twinkle gave birth to a healthy baby girl, and of course, she named her Chrysanthimum.
Good reading, dear. Good job, Ysah.
Thanks. Kevin Hanks is the curator of 16 books for children.
Look at where we are.
Ooh!
See, Vincent would say, we're going up, 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 up,
Higher.
up, up.
Higher, he would say.
Higher.
Including both picture books and novels. He and his wife live in Maiden Witchen of his work, Publishers Weekly has said. Behind each book is a wide open heart, one readers can't help but respond to. Makes all of Hank's books special value to children. Julius, the baby of the world, is for some other books. Jessica, Shh, Chester's Way, The Zebra Wall, that sounds like a funny one. Chilleray, the brave, once around the block. Two under pair, a weekend with Wendell. Grandpa and Bo, Bailey goes camping. Return to sender, Margaret and Taylor. Clean enough, all alone.
What is that? Other books?
Yeah.
Well,
All
good
right.
job, honey.
Wow, what a nice little neighborhood this is.